Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel Zookeepers. My name is Salman and in today's video we'll be discussing about turtles. Also watch the entire video, as in the end of the video I'll be sharing the topic of my next video. And the hint for the same is it's a carnivorous animal with stripes. Let's get started. Before I start off my today's topic, I would like to give a small brief on turtles' lifestyle. Turtles are reptiles, that is they lay eggs and they stay both on land and water. There are currently more than 300 species of turtle. The most common type of turtle found as a pet is a red-eared slider. Red-eared slider, the name comes from the red stripes found on both sides of the head of the turtle, which just replicate something like a ear. Red-eared sliders are native of US and Mexico, but these days they are found across the globe due to increasing demand in pet market. To start off with, I would like to highlight a few pros and cons of having a pet turtle. First, we would start off with pros. Turtles are very easy to maintain, not like our furry friends which would require a bath every few days. Turtles are also very independent, especially red-eared slider. It's an omnivorous animal. There is a wide variety of food that you can feed to it. Turtles also do not require regular grooming. In our furry pets, we usually have to trim their hair, give them bath, also take them to the vet regularly for vaccination. Turtles can survive without all this. They would only need a certain amount of temperature to survive. Turtles' lifespan is also more than 40 years in normal conditions. So you would have your pet with you for a very long time. There are only few pros of having a turtle, but there are a lot of cons compared to the pros. One of them is the commitment of having a pet for such a long period. If you are unable to do so, I strongly recommend do not go for a turtle. The next con of having a pet turtle is the size and the space. Turtles when bought are of very small size, 2 to 3 inches, but eventually in a year or two they reach up to 10 inches of size and eventually they grow even larger. An animal of this size would require a large space, not just an aquarium tank. Ensure that you have adequate space eventually as the turtle grows. It would also require some space on land. So you have to provide him adequate space from where he can walk from land to water and water to land. But also turtles do not get along with fishes. Eventually they would start biting them and eat them as well. So you cannot have them with your regular fish tank. You would have to have a different setup for turtles. And also the most important issue that I have come across is finding a vet. You do not get exotic animals vet easily in every place. Most of the times you would have to look for remedies on the internet and do it yourself, which is a very big challenge. Having a sick animal on hands is something that you do not want to get into. Here I would also like to give a small message to the people who are interested in turtle breeding. My suggestion to it is a strict no, because turtles lay a lot of eggs in hundreds, and having these many turtles traded in safe places is something that's just not happening in our society. We have seen a lot of videos on YouTube where turtles have been in pathetic conditions. This is all because the commitment towards having a pet turtle is huge. Not everybody can fulfill the same. Not just size, also the space. There are numerous challenges while raising a pet turtle. My personal strong suggestion towards breeding a turtle is a no. In the wild, the nature has its way to balance things. We all know that turtles lay a lot of eggs and they live for longer. If the same had continued, there would have been a situation where there would have been only turtles in the oceans and no other animal. To balance the same, turtles are a part of a big food chain in the wild. There is a very good video on YouTube which explains the life cycle of a turtle, as it is a part of a very important food chain. I would not be able to add the video here, but I would leave the link of the video in the description. In this video you would see that new hatchlings of turtles have just come out of eggs and they crawl up to the ocean. In doing so, they are usually picked up by birds. This is how the nature balances itself, and out of the huge number of turtles born, only a few survive. Some people might have opinions about the video, as this is a very sensitive video, but nature has its way of running a food chain and supplying adequate food for survival of all species on the planet. So these were just a few quick tips whether to have a pet turtle or not. And also the next animal that we would be discussing on is tigers. I'm really excited about this animal. I'm fascinated with this animal. It's one of the amazing creatures we have in the wild. I got introduced to a tiger in a negative character that was in Jungle Book. If you remember, in the 90s we had a TV show. We had an animated series, The Jungle Book. The lead character in the same was Mowgli and the negative character was Sher Khan. So I was, however, introduced to a tiger in a negative role. But yes, they are just fascinating animals. They are amazing animals. We will discuss a lot about them in our next video. It was a pleasure having you here. Thank you for watching the entire video. Also follow us on Facebook and Instagram. I'll leave the links in the description below. I am Salman signing off until my next video. Till then, take care of yourself and be careful before you buy a pet.